today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there are a lot of...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On the return is Kirk. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll throw from the gun. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 4 catches, 56 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Detroit.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. Off to Thomas on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard, the ball.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Murray's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
35-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Makes the score Lions 7.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground. Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
By the Lions.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Ryan. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the... They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And 10.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And he knocks it through. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan, a slant to Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Third down.
On third down, Ryan. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Dumping it off for Johnson. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Third down. Third and...
Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be from 56 yards out, and that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's good.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. And nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws. But he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And this one is incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray, and that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
"51 yards on the punt there, and the Lions will take over.
25-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Ryan sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Isaiah Simmons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one goes for 8 yards.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Murray now on 1st down. On the slant, this is Chark. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing again, Murray. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
4-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
He was brought down by...
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Lions' 42-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put them on the ground.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
On 1st down, Ryan. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Isaiah Simmons.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Nice sack there by Isaiah Simmons, and he really made a jump in that category. His last year at Clemson with 8 sacks. He had 3 combined his first 2 years. His athleticism.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 84 yards. And the Lions are going to... First down, Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Murray now on first down, going deep for Hopkins. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
To Marvin Jones.
A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They try again with Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The end result, 21 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, even I can figure out that DeAndre Hopkins is clearly one of the best receivers in the game. Over the last 3 seasons, over 1,100 yards in each season. And don't forget.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
By the Lions. They'll take over first and 10.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, Offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Detroit, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.